Heart fans, welcome to the fourth annual Heart of America Athletic Conference Men's Volleyball Media Day. I'm Rich Linden, your host, super pumped up. Today, we are interviewing all 14 men's volleyball programs and getting a little preview into each program and what the 2025 season is all about. I am joined right now by Missouri Valley College head coach Noah Cotterman and student athlete Luca Haza. Coach Luca, how are you guys doing today?
Great. How are you?
Pretty good.
I'm fantastic. Everybody knows men's volleyball, my favorite sport to announce and to watch. Coach, I'm going to start with you, and then we'll get to your student athlete. This is your first year as head coach at Missouri Valley. How much are you looking forward to this, and what are you most nervous about?
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of been one of those things that I've been dreaming about for quite some time is to finally have my own college program and be a head coach. And I'm finally kind of getting that opportunity, which is awesome. I have a great group of guys that I'm able to go into this year with. I think we got some great goals that we're going to go hit this year. I don't know if there's a whole lot that I'll be nervous about, or at least that I think I'll be nervous about at the moment. I'm sure there's going to be a point in time where I'm in a certain situation. I definitely feel some nerves, but just kind of being around volleyball at a higher level for the last couple of years has definitely kind of helped get those nerves kind of in check a little bit.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, first time head coach, but not your first go around. Your time at Benedictine Mesa, you saw plenty of Heart teams actually coming into national tournament competition. Tell us about that and competing against the Heart teams, and how difficult is it playing and coaching in such a high caliber conference?
Yeah, definitely. So the Heart of America is one of those conferences where even when I was at Benedictine, I was in the CalPAC conference, but the Heart of America conference was one of those conferences we knew if we wanted to win nationals, get into that Final Four, into a semifinal, that we were either going to have to go through a Heart of America team or play a Heart of America team in that semifinal. That actually happened a couple of times. We played Park a handful of times, whether that's in pool play or in a semifinal at nationals. Played a couple other Heart of America teams at nationals in pool play. I can't remember the names off the top of my head, but yeah, I'm excited to kind of coach in a conference where you got to bring your A game every single night, and sometimes that might not even be enough.
Yeah.
One of those conferences where there's high level volleyball, no matter what matchup you see, what night. So pretty excited.
Well, talking about high level volleyball, let's talk about this guy sitting next to you. Tell us a little bit about Luca and what impact he brings to the team.
Yeah, definitely. He's returning from last year, obviously, first team all conference member last year as well. So he's someone on our team that we're going to be able to turn to maybe when things are a little rough, or maybe we're not as clean as we'd like to be, knowing that he's able to kind of handle a little bit bigger of a load offensively and defensively at times. So he's someone that we can definitely go rely on when times are getting tough, and we know that he'll be able to help us out in whatever situation we need.
So, Luca, tell me about your journey. What brought you into volleyball? What position are you playing this year, and how did you evolve into that position?
Yeah, so I started playing volleyball around almost 10 years ago, a little bit more than 10 years ago. It was just kind of an idea from my father, who used to play volleyball. And just one summer, he was just like, "Hey, do you not just want to try it out?" And then a couple months later, he took me to my club back home. And yeah, that's kind of how my journey started. And yeah, I'm playing this year, as also in my past 2 years here, as a right side. So
Okay.
I think I've been playing right side for a pretty long time now. Also back home, I think in total might have been already 4 or 5 years, maybe even more. And yeah, it's just, how do I involve it? It's hard to explain. It's just, I think the way, especially when you start in a younger age, it's just once you get into playing with older people in a men's team, maybe they just help you to grow into that position, I'd say.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So let me ask this, Luca. What are you, first year head coach? What are you and some of the other leaders on your team going to do to help him, support him through the season?
I was basically, you already answered it. It's just we're going to do our best to support him, to get the best out of everybody as that is possible, and just to have a good team, to have a great team spirit, and to have a lot of fun playing volleyball, I'd say.
Yeah, just lead by example. Well, I say I love men's volleyball so much, and people are always asking me what is it about men's volleyball at the collegiate level that makes you love it so much? So I would ask Coach first, what's your answer to that? What do you love so much about men's volleyball? What makes it so exciting on the collegiate?
For me, that my answer is probably just the pace of the game. A lot of people say men's volleyball is boring to watch, especially when you get those teams where they're missing a lot of serves. Unfortunately, that's just kind of the nature of our game right now. You kind of have to go back there and rip your serve, so you don't just get a free ball serve slammed back down at you and you lose the point. So personally, I would say serving. I love watching people go back and just hit the crap out of their serve as hard as they can, and then just the overall pace of the game, especially once you get a rally where the ball's been exchanged, several times over the net, and everybody's getting a little tired, but everybody's still running super fast, swinging as hard as they can. And then obviously, once you get to older levels of volleyball, the emotion that players bring is pretty cool to see. So I've had experience with boys volleyball players as young as 13 all the way up to now 24, 25 in some cases, and the emotion that you kind of see from one age to another is pretty cool.
Well, and some of that emotion and energy and stuff comes from, well, the heart of America, but also Missouri Valley having an incredible blend of American players, but a huge international flavor. So, Luca, tell me about the chemistry on your team when you're bringing together these players, these men coming from different continents, even different cultures, different styles of play. How does that feed into the success of Missouri Valley, and what do you guys do to keep that bond?
I think it's more or less the fact that everybody brings their best, what they learned back home, and their individual skills, but also their team skills into practice, into the games. And that's how I would say we just kind of have a really good fusion from everybody, and create our own kind of style of play.
It just comes together and just skyrockets. So, Luca, let me ask. I've been asking about some of the key players on your on teams as we were going through media day, but I'm gonna shift it a little bit. If you were to call out one or two guys on your team who are the party guys, who brings the best music and keeps the team the loosest as you're prepping for a match?
There's actually a couple of guys. I'd say one of the kind of anchors in our defense is our libero, Leonardo Leao, because he just has a lot of experience and he just kind of knows where the ball is going, and brings, as you said, brings a lot of party onto the court and in the pregame. And maybe also as an outside hitter, we have Andre Bastos. He is just such an experienced guy, in my opinion, and he just has this kind of calmness, but also the explosion where you can't really see what's coming next, what he's going to do next. And it's just great to have those people on our team. But I think everybody has their own characteristics who they just add up together and make just a really good team.
Coach, I see you listening and smiling as he's explaining and talking about some of your players. So tell me about preseason, man. How's it gone so far? What are you looking at? What are you excited about?
Yeah, definitely. So as you've mentioned a couple of times, this is my first year at Missouri Valley. So thankfully, having some pretty strong returners from last year is definitely going to help us going forward this year. And actually, my assistant coach, Leonardo Bilitardo, who used to play here, did a phenomenal job kind of helping out recruiting over the summer while they were looking for the new head coach. He was able to bring in a handful of really strong freshmen that are able to help us out in practice. A couple of them will probably be on the court throughout the year and kind of contribute on the court as well. But definitely looking forward to just kind of seeing how we mesh and what we look like late March, early April when conference tournaments about to start. So
Well, I'm super excited, man. I'm pumped up now just listening to you guys. And Luca, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what y'all are going to do to celebrate your coach's first victory in his head coaching role, man. Thanks, guys, for taking the time. Let's get it on. Have a great season. Good luck, and we'll see you down the road. I hope I get a chance to announce you.
Definitely. Awesome. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much.